In this clip, Ariel talks about why he still talks about Brandon Schaub and why he still brings him up from time to time, makes fun of him. Let's play the clip.
For the Chang's community, Bappa, who definitely didn't pay the Scouser for Truck Walk Diaries interview, or is it Trug Walk, is starting up again. Just making sure you're still the CEO, CFO, COO. He's apparently in your head. Thoughts?
And you.
But I did see a clip where my old friend Brendan was talking about the whole Patty situation. For him say like, hey, you know, Ariel still talks about me and you don't hear me talk about him. And, you know, that's an indication of, you know, I'm in his head, right? That type of thing he was saying. You start to attack my integrity and my ethics and who I am as a person and my reputation, and you try to lie about that reputation, that's when I get pissed off. And that's when I never, ever, ever, ever forget. So to Brandon and to everyone else, I will never, ever forget. I will never forget. I will forgive. I will move on. Like I said, if he wants to call me up, even if he wanted to come on the show, I would be open to it. But I will never forget. And for him to do this song and dance, like, oh, Ariel still talks about me and I don't. Bro, you talked about me for 5 years. You lied about me for 5 years. I still got 5 fucking more years of material on you. And I'd be happy to talk about you in any kind of light for 5 more years. I still owe you. I still got back receipts. I still owe you for all the shit about 199 and Showtime and all the other shit that I talked about. I still owe you. So you're going to sit there with your puppy dog face and be like, oh, he still talks about me. Yeah, you're lucky I don't talk about you more. You're lucky I don't make more comments about you. You're lucky I don't open up that closet. All right. So like I said, best to just leave my name out of your mouth. You want to talk about something because I'm in the news, I'm pertinent, the Patty thing is up, fine. But I see the little pot shots. I see what you do. I see all the little things that you say. I see it. And you try to compare, you try to go 1 for 1. No. The scoreboard is still 100 pot shots to 10. All right. I still got 5 more years before you could cry foul. So don't start with that shit. Do not start with that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like for 5 years, Brandon has been talking, about Ariel and how he said, Brandon says that he hears from people who used to work with Ariel that he was hard to work with.
There's a few things. It's like Ellen in LA. When you come to LA, I can guarantee you 2 things. When you get a parking ticket, you're gonna hear Ellen's an asshole.
Yeah.
When you get an MMA, you're gonna hear 2 things.
Take it easy.
No, hold on. You're gonna hear 2 things. No,
don't go too. Let's not.
I'm not. You're gonna hear 2 things.
Yeah.
Khabib's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And the journalist is a complete nightmare to work with.
Okay, I don't know.
That's not me. I didn't start that.
But you're already doing it. Now, I don't want to do that.
No, I didn't start that.
But
some of that also comes from Dana and people that really don't do their research and don't really understand Ariel as a journalist and also as a commentator for the MMA community, and they always try to make him seem the antagonist for asking the right questions, and some people don't like they don't like to be asked the right questions, and that gets under their skin. And I think I remember this one time when they're I don't know who it said, I think it was Nick Diaz who said, you like to instigate fights, and then Ariel said, so I like to instigate fights with other fighters. And
something against me? Do you not like me, Nick?
I feel like you instigate fights quite a bit, but that's
fights between the fighters.
Yeah, I mean maybe that's your job, but where I come from, people like that get slapped.
Basically, journalism annoys everybody who doesn't like being asked the hard questions, and yeah, he does make sense because Brandon's finally getting his comeuppance, right? And the way that, when that whole beef started, Brandon, his whole response towards Ariel at the time was so whack, calling him a soy boy. And
I'm such a nice guy. I was going to, tell me if this is nice. I'm in Vegas tonight, Friday and Saturday. I was like, he's never seen a show. He doesn't like my comedy. He doesn't like my comedy.
Come see for yourself.
I don't make comedy for soy boys. So here's my thing. I thought, we're going to make an exception because they have a no soy boy rule at most of the clubs.
All right. And
no,
I'm going to stop.
No, but hold on. No, I'm not.
You're already being.
Let me finish this. So I was like, I'll have him come to Vegas Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then it hit me. Oh my God, he can't come to Vegas.
And then, say it to my face. You won't say that to my face. Of course, he will say it to your face, but you think he's going to fight you?
And this is the internet in a nutshell. Is if Marin, the journalist, any of those guys saw us in person, you're not keeping the same energy. And I'm not even talking about threats. There's no physical bullying. I'm not talking about any of that.
Yeah.
I'm saying you don't have the balls to do any of that.
A few moments later.
When you were just beating up
Remember I
everybody.
defended you?
Yeah.
Do the same thing to you,
And
journalist.
it was so crazy. You beat up
What?
everybody.
Yeah, I beat up everyone. I do the same thing to
And
you,
so,
journalist.
Of course, Brendan's gonna win 100% of the time. He's way bigger. Has the skills to beat him up. But respectfully, you're a father. You are somebody else now. You're not that MMA fighter no more. So you should take a much different approach than you would than when you were fighting. Of course, like, you're now a podcaster, so speak with your words, not with your fist. And we all know if you speak to Ariel, he'll most likely finish you, right? In fighting terms, right?
F Brendan Schaub, F Brian Callen, F the fighter and the kid, F below the belt, F the food truck diaries, and their whole mother effing crew.
So yeah, Brendan fired at the wrong person. Now he gets what he's coming to him, right? So that's all. That's all I gotta say about that part.
Final warning: come at the king, best not miss. Stay in your damn lane. Talk about the weather.